This will be recorded, so that when we put out questions and things that you can go back and watch it for a reminder.
Right.
And if you're not here.
So to recap, hi, Bones and Gabby.
Bones and Gabby, and we are doing social media and GLCC. Okay, a lot of this is helpful tips, and it's always your choice to use any of it. I just want to say anything when it comes to social media is your choice and discretion on how you do things. Okay, performing versus personal name accounts.
All right, two things seem to happen a lot in burlesque. We tend to mix our personal lives with our performing personas. This actually confuses the audience. This confuses your target demographic. They want to see you as a symbol of the stage, your fans do, or an adventurer outdoors. Whatever they're coming to take from your energy, that's what they want you to deliver. So when I jump on to see a performer's page and I see, hey, they're at a family picnic, that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for some beautiful burlesque pictures.
However, it is your discretion. So I'm going to put some questions out there and for you guys to think about. Okay. How do you want your account to look? And for what purpose are you using your IG or Facebook? Okay, the following questions are just to help you think of how you want your social media to look and be used for. Okay. Example, is it for entertainment only, or to help sell yourself, or teach, or show for shows and getting gigs? Or is it like Bones and Gabby? We are Bones and Gabby. I will let you know our real names, Greg and Leah. We don't really love them and like alter, we do Bones and Gabby. So Bones and Gabby's page is everything about
Bones
us.
and Gabby.
Try not to put too much drama or personal stuff on it.
Right. Greg and Leah's stuff is not fun. My kid's having trouble in college. My other one doesn't know what to do about his new job, So that stuff isn't stuff that our fans want to see. That's what our friends want to know.
Do you use it for pit business or personal with your performer's name? So, does your performer's name cross over into other variety arts that you also perform in? Are they adult? Are they family? Do you want to mix your brand and the two? These are all questions that you have to think about when you're putting stuff out on social media. Your personal name. Do you want everybody knowing that? Does performers know you by your personal name that they can say, oh, I can look up this person and know them, and get them for a gig? So those are some things. Okay, yeah, it is always your decision. I'm going to put this out. How you cross your brand within the variety arts. But do remember your community and your audience. So if you have family on your page that may be under 18, okay, or you're advertising that you're doing kids shows, but yet you're putting on burlesque and it's like the full pasties shots. So think about your audience and who you have on social media.
So this comes back to your name brand. Do you have one name that you work off of, or do you have two names you work off of? Like we have a lot of people who do kid party entertainers, things like that. They'll work under one party entertainment name, but they're adult parties and things like that. They work under a different entertainer's name. So watch your branding and make sure when you put anything out, it's either to inform someone of something, to entertain them, or just
educate, entertain,
yeah. Educate, entertain, or there's one more.
It's like advocate. I can't remember what the three things are for social media. But anyway.
But your audience always comes looking for an attention, either to be entertained, educated, or just to Google, I guess.
So if you use your regular Muggle name, do you put your performer's name next to your Muggle name on Facebook so people can identify you? Are you using a third name that nobody knows you by? And it's hard to pick up on your performer's name or your personal, and you're not getting the right attention that you need. So these are things to think about. All right, now we're going to move on how to use GLCC.
On that last note, it's
Oh.
important that your customer base or your fan base is able to find you and know that, hey, that's that performer. So, branding is important.
And do know that, okay, there's business pages and then there's personal pages, but you can still use your entertainer name on your personal page. Your pages do different things, so it's how you want to use it. Okay, let's move on to collaborate, tag, and how to use social media to get gigs, promote yourself, and build a stronger community.
One thing that we learned early on is when we were cannabis influencers, the best way to network was to what we called shout clouds or throw clouds at one another. So basically, I would pick another popular influencer and say, and get some nice photos of them, smoking a doobie.
Hopefully, we have pictures smoking together.
Yep.
And then we tag each other. We do live chats, bring other people on. Because Instagram, it's not about, oh, these are my followers and you can't have them. You have to get the algorithm going by sharing and cross branding and posting.
And there's quicker ways to do it. You can hire companies that'll bring in a fan base and kind of get that started. But you truly, to have a good fan page, you want good interaction. To get good interaction, you want people. You need a few numbers to get that attraction. So I'm not saying don't buy a few followers. It's not going to hurt. It's only going to.
We see a lot of performers do it.
And when you have bigger numbers on Instagram. Oh, what happened? Oh, we're still there. When you have bigger numbers on Facebook and Instagram, producers do look.
Some shows go on your Instagram, on your numbers, or how your algorithm is for your Facebook on who they book sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you do that with GLCC? So let's say, because I haven't seen anything out there, you're going to fundraise in your area to get you to GLCC. Now, that's not like your mentorship program. That's like your airfare, your costuming, all your other little stuff. And
that's
you
for
want
you.
that's for you, and you want to have a fundraiser. But guess what? We're here to help you. So if you tag us or invite us to collaborate, we will put it on the GLCC page. If you tag Bones and Gabby, we will put it on ours. We will share it. We do not hold on to anything. It's about cross promoting. And
so I just need to tag them in it.
Yes, just tag or invite or collaborate. You really want to, at least your mentor and or your team. You don't have to friend everybody in GLCC, even though I do recommend it. On Instagram and Facebook. At least your team and your mentor, and of course the legends. Do not forget the legends. They love you, and really communicate with them. It increases your algorithm, but also if you want gigs in Maine or Nevada, you have to know people also in that area. That helps you say, hey, I have a show in my area. Hey, I'm going to your area. And you cross and say, hey, can I be in your show? I'm going to vacation there in 3 months.
How many times have we hit, because we kept our Facebook and our Instagram moving forward during tour? Hey, here's where we are. How many times did we just get called up on a whim? Hey, I had a performer drop out.
Last minute fill-ins. Okay. So always let the performers in your area know that you're coming, even if it wasn't far enough advance, and say, hey, I'm here. I have a suitcase act. If you have an opening in the area, I'm here. That is what GLCC is for networking. Okay. Well, that's not just what it's for. Like, it's to help. And my screen timed out. Okay. So if you want, post your fundraiser, anything about costumes that you're buying, shows that you're in, that you're trying to get stage time, and you're so prepped and running full speed ahead for GLCC, and you tag us. Yeah. It just happens to tag us in your show, we'll share it. Okay.
You're not going to get disqualified. In the past, there was always this fear of getting disqualified from this program. we're not going to disqualify. You're rampantly have to do like something horrible for us to go, oh no, you're done.
It's okay to share pieces of your costume of what you're putting together, how you're sewing. Try not to show it in its entirety. You want people to be surprised.
It's all about
that shock factor.
the internet, and your Facebook accounts are just a emphasis of your tease. Learn to tease them online. That's going to want to bring them to this stage. That's going to sell another ticket. And really, that's what a producer wants. When a producer says, hey, I've got a show, I want you in it, they're hoping that you can sell 2 or 3 tickets behind you being a performer.
Okay, so let's take pictures with fellow performers, use each other, tag each other.
Tag.
The Weekender, it's going to be so exciting. It's kind of like summer camp. There's different classes. You're going to meet different people, and you're going to have to like catch up with people on Facebook or Instagram because you're not going to have time to like fully have talks, right?
And then all the itineraries, in case you lose your printed itinerary, all the itineraries will be posted on Facebook, in our private group and publicly.
It's okay to post things saying, hey, I'm going to this for GLCC. It helps you getting the more you post and tag other people, it helps your algorithm.
Now, when you tag someone else and you tag a multiple group of people, you don't only have your followers' eyes and the people that are regularly liking your things. Now you have their regular likers seeing your name, and that network starts to build. Now, remember, you have branding for your page. You just can't throw everything on your page. Remember, you need to follow a format and a branding, and it almost needs to feel a consistency.
Depending on what kind of page you have, remember, too many posters can be kind of turn people off, or they miss things because they're like, oh, it's just another poster. It's another poster. They want to see you. So as you guys are building posters, there's going to be team posters, your individual announcement with your picture, which we will be doing. We want a picture that is not going to be used for the posters, because this is something that you put on your page, something that you catch people's eye, and that you want to change up the algorithm for posters.
Right.
It needs to be a face. It needs to be a picture.
We always suggest, use at least 3 pictures, kind of professional profile-y, performance wise. Sexy always wins. And we're all sexy with something or about something. Find something you're confident about. Find a picture you're confident about. Sexy always wins.
Confidence sells.
Confidence sells. It comes across in those pictures. So a confidence picture, a performance picture, and then the poster. Draw their attention. Why should I look at you? Why should I read whatever wonderful write-up you have? Oh, and write-ups.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. But why should I read your wonderful write-up? Why should I look at what you have to show me if you're just showing me a post?
Yep.
There we go.
All right. So as the press releases are going to be coming out, and your posters, tag your team, tag your mentor, share your team. Say, hey, this is my teammate from Maine. This is my teammate from Vegas. So excited for GLCC when we finally get to meet. Let's see. Tag, remember. Okay. Remember, as you go through this adventure in this performing arts and as a different persona, you are still and have the right to decide who you are friends with, who you are not friends with, who you follow and who you don't. The energy you take in and the energy you put out on your page is your choice.
There are literally performers and producers out there. If for some reason you don't follow them or you don't friend them, they feel like it's a personal attack.
So
not everybody's healthy.
Before you even friend someone, look at their page, look at their energy. Is this someone you want to friend? Is it worth having their energy that comes up on your feed? Those are all things that you need to decide for your mental and emotional health. Also, sometimes as performers, we are not healthy for each other or ourselves. So you have to remember what we put out is it also healthy for the community?
People are looking and they are judging. I hate to say it, people are looking and they are judging. So with your personas, put your positive side out, because that's really
Do not
negative gets a lot of the likes.
Yeah.
Negative gets likes.
gets you attention, but it may not be the attention
That
that
you
you
want.
need and want. As we put out posts, do remember, even on your regular shows or anything you put out, sometimes it takes up to 3 days for someone to see your poster for your show or a comment or something like that because of the algorithm. So sometimes it takes up to 72 hours for it to come across their feed. So if you want people, or you're like, oh my God, I haven't seen people, they're not looking at my stuff, or I didn't see something, it takes up to 3 days. Sometimes on the group page, when I post, it takes about 2 days for people to finally get the announcement or for them to finally look. So be patient and be proactive and like post ahead at least 3 days.
We're guilty. We don't do that enough.
And we are guilty. That's why I'm. So you can say like, hey, Gabby,
we
just a
kinda-
reminder.
We kind of touched on it on the last subject. Social media and mental health, they are linked. There's been studies and things like that. What you post, what you put in, what you put out, and what you take in does affect you. We all look for validation.
And it's not just, it's what the comments that you read and the comments that you put on someone's page. So do be aware of your mental health and theirs when you're reading something or you're going to put something out, that you regard, so you don't crush their spirit and you regard their mental health. So because we always want to encourage hashtags. So we used hashtags, be better, level up, mentorship matters, of course, GLCC Golden Legends Champion Challenge 2024. You can use those. Other things that you can use burlesque costumes, burlesque festival, stuff like that. There is a list that you can look on Google before you use it. Like, I think hashtag gloves is on the dead list. So there is a dead list of dead hashtags on Google.
Be aware of your hashtags.
Sometimes when you use one dead hashtag, it disqualifies all of them from the algorithm. So then that's why other people aren't seeing when it comes up, because that one hashtag disvalidated everything.
So hashtag gloves will actually get your post shadow banned. So
yeah, remember things when you post it. Always cover the eggs and bacon. Sometimes Facebook, you should cover a little bit more than the eggs. Instagram, you can get away with a little bit more. You don't want to be shadow banned or get your account shut down. Vice versa.
That's
And I think that's it. We're gonna take some questions. I kind of summarized.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we did.
No,
Yeah,
hey,
we did. Yeah.
This sounded so much more exciting while we were drinking beer at lunch.
We drink beer while we do laundry at the restaurant next door, so we are good to go. We are gonna open up for questions. And if you raise your hand, you turn on your camera or whatever.
Or you could type it out.
Or type it out.
We do have the messenger up, so.
He has glasses on and can read. And he can read anyway. I can read. Lady Serene, do you have any questions?
I don't think so. I just wanted to join the meeting and
all right, so
what's going on.
So we will talk about.
We do have a hand raise. Yes.
Yes, I do have a question. So maybe it's not the moment, but I wanted to know when will we know a little bit about the price for the hotel, like about because I remember there was the possibility to share a room or about details about that.
Yes.
Very good. Now, who is this? Who are we talking to?
This is Frenchy Mimi.
Frenchy Mimi.
I can't even read, but I know who it is.
Yes.
I'm still putting faces and names together. I'm the creative one. She's the boss. So, Yes, we are going to be putting out itineraries and the hotel links.
So we
very
already
soon.
have the price of the hotel and the hotel. However, we are waiting for their link. So I can put it on the Facebook group, and then you guys can hit that link and you don't have to call them and reserve. The Facebook group is for asking if anybody wants a roommate. Utilize the Facebook group for roommates. About when you're coming, I'm going to throw some tips out there, okay? Talk about when you're coming in. If you're going to come in on Thursday or you're coming in on Friday morning, because if someone's name is on the hotel room and they're coming in on Friday, but the other person's coming on Thursday, it creates some issues. When you're leaving, if you have any issues, like I have to have the TV on or I need the room pitch black, I'm just gonna tell you, you don't
It
know.
matters.
It matters. Say, okay, I can wear earplugs, whatever. But do put things out there like those. So the motel, there are 2 Red Lion hotels in Redding, California. I'm going to be very specific. That's why the link is important. It is the one that has the conference center, but it is not the one that says Ensign Suite.
Right.
It's
We'll
really-
we'll make sure it's very clear.
will
on the
be very
instructions.
clear. The hotel is right across from Applebee's, Planet Fitness. It has a restaurant in the hotel. There's some health food restaurants, a bread company. Planet Fitness, where I like to do the hydro bed before I go on stage. That's across the street too. 0.5 miles down the way is Kiss Me Novelties and Lingerie, and it has a studio with mirrors and poles. Okay.
Some of our classes and your rehearsal time, if you would like a little rehearsal time with your mentor, that studio will be available.
That's the place to call for your personal time to rehearse if you want to do it with mirrors at the studio. There is also a boudoir where they do photo shoots there at the studio. If you forget gloves or stockings, because I hope you don't, because they should all be rhinestoned. If you do, they do have some things there at the novelty store.
She'll also be available for private photo sessions. So if you want to put your costume on, go over to the studio, she'll be available for private photo sessions. Again, I don't know her prices or anything, but she's really looking forward to the business, so I'm sure she's good.
So the Kiss Me Studios is across the street, down just a little bit. We will have a shuttle that will be taking to the classes across the street when it's time for that and back. There will also be a shuttle to the venue for tech time and for show. It is up to you to get there on time for the shuttle or to use an Uber. Some people like just going to Uber and being there on their own. That's fine.
Or carpooling as well.
Or carpooling, because there are a lot of locals. Make some friends. Some people are renting cars. They're flying into Sacramento. Some are flying into Redding or taking their car, renting a car or shuttle from Sacramento. We will be there on Wednesday to transport us and a few other people. If you happen to be coming in on Wednesday, you may get a ride. Please DM. On Thursday, we plan on making one trip for mentors and judges. We will put out the time that we will be there. If you want to get a shuttle, first come, first serve for the RSVP, because it's a couple hours away. So we'll help you on that. That should help save some money. Soon we'll be putting out about all the classes. There is 14 classes. Okay.
So we have 3 classrooms, a secondary staging area
And a
for
studio.
the challenge.
There is something for everybody. Take classes. There will be a group package.
Now you get your first 2 free.
Yes.
That's part of your tuition program. But additional classes from there, we will put together some package programs that will affordable. We're not
So
trying
the
to.
itinerary will be coming out soon with the classes and the RSVP and the links for that. And the hotel, because
Mhm.
that's that's the most important, is getting the link for the hotel so you guys can get that in and finances. And then also don't wait to schedule your plane ticket. I'm just gonna say it's the summer, it's Labor Day. There's sales going on right now in May and 1st of June. Then after that, it starts getting more expensive.
And if you find a good sale, let everybody
Post
know.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let everybody know.
Share it.
One thing that makes you successful as a traveling performer is knowing how to travel and traveling with others. If you can work out your travel together, starts the more people you add, the smaller each individual cost gets.
We do have a PO box that if you cannot fly with your prop or costume or something, there's something that cannot be flown with, you can mail it to the PO box and we will
We'll
have it there for you. Let's see. Flying, do you think about your costume? Some airlines do not cover baggage. That's additional $60 for you to sometimes check the bag.
What's the name of the venue?
So, the venue. It is Riverfront Playhouse. And to cover that, we will have a seating chart. The back row is for non-performers on non-performing night. When you are performing on the night, you will not have a seat. However, there will be a live stream in the lounge and hopefully some with the noise off in the dressing room. And that also comes to live stream. We are going to have a live stream.
We're gonna have
ticket.
live stream this
So
year.
you can have a viewing party at your home community town for all your friends and family to see you.
Use it as a fundraiser opportunity. Find a little venue with a screen, have them live broadcast it, sell tickets for yourself. One price, you have your link, and then sell tickets for your own fundraising. We have, what's the name of the radio station sponsoring us?
It's like 3 or 4 different
We have a couple different
stations. 105.5, and then it's like
the Hispanic community is all about us bringing burlesque.
So the Mexican radio station, they're in Reading and through NorCal will be advertising for GLCC. I think we're also using their shuttle probably, and also using their sound room to make commercials and stuff like that. So, if you speak Spanish, please let me know.
Yeah. We'll be putting that out, looking for people
And
to
it
do
is
interviews.
English too, but if you speak Spanglish, that's me. I speak Spanglish. I'm from Arizona. Very improper.
Fluent.
Very fluent at improper Spanish.
I got angry at you in Mexico.
Yeah, so if you speak proper Spanish, please DM me. So, and I think that's it. We'll cover all of those later. Next week will be a mentors Zoom call with us to go over the grading sheets.
The score sheets.
The score sheets, okay? And how that works. What for you guys to what to be expected, how the judges kind of do it.
Can I tell secrets? Can I tell secrets again?
I guess you can.
Okay, telling secrets. We have again another fabulous.
I don't know what secret you're telling, so
judge. Yes, judge. That's what I was doing. But judge. The producer of the Kansas City Burlesque Festival will be one of our judges.
Madam McKay.
Madam McKay. And again, they have graciously offered one of our winners an automatic bid to their festival. No application, no anything. So if you take one of our prizes, and we're gonna pre-warn you on these scholarship bids and that we give, the upper festivals, the grand champion gets their pick.
There are 3 festivals right now that we have gotten bids for. The one in El Paso, the Bragg, the Panama, and Kansas City, and we are working on more. But do know that producers do come to the shows, and we will be giving some producers a free thing for the live stream so that they can see performers, so that they can request you guys for gigs and stuff like that at their major shows.
So all our producer friends in Vegas will be getting a free live stream thing. And any producer that says, hey, I'm a producer and I want to hire out of towners.
It's about networking you. Not only are you getting an act mentored for GLC, it's about what you do with that act and from it's whatever journey you want. Some of you want to go on and take on every festival throughout the world. Some of just want to do a great act at the bar or stage in your town. It is all on you. It's your journey.
Okay. We'll be getting with your mentors about your press packet photos and what we're looking for there. And we'll be getting with your mentors. I like to do a poster contest. It didn't really go well last year, but this year we're going to have our main advertisements that we use for our commercial advertisements, and we'll be featuring you guys in those. Excuse me. But we want you to have fun with your team posters and concepts, you know.
And the photos, they don't have to be a professional photo shoot. Georgette Dante, legend Georgette Dante, had us do she did the silk back screen area, and then she took pictures for us for Mile High in 23 because we didn't have anybody and we didn't have any money. So you make things work. You don't have to have an elaborate boudoir photo shoot or have a photo from stage. You can do a headshot. You can do a sexy photo and have your friend take a picture.
The phones are amazing. The cameras they have are just as good as some of these digital equipments. It just takes a little bit of patience and time to set up a right photo.
So try to have an assortment so people don't see the same picture of you all the time on every single poster that's out there.
Yeah. That's one thing that would turn me off of some shows in Vegas. If the performers are always the same in the show. I mean, if it's
It's always the same picture over and over. I'm like, oh yeah, girl, go do a photo shoot or something. So give me something eye-catching, different, and I think that's about it. So we can let people go.
See, Scarlett Disdain, we're going to be reaching out to you. We're probably going to get you a little segment interview for the radio station.
Yes.
Probably something on the phone or internet wise well before, because hey, we're trying to hit all the areas of the community and ready.
So again, use the group page for finding roommates, finding people to carpool with, if they're flying in at the same time, stuff like that. And then use us.
We got a minute left. It was great seeing everybody. This is recorded and will be put on the page. If you have any questions, go through your mentor, or if you just want to say hello and ask us directly, we're not going to fuss at you, I promise. We love chit chatting.
Maybe too much. That's why my name is Gabby. All right.
We'll see you guys next time.
Have a happy week.
Thank you. Great to see everyone.
Make
their hearts quake.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You have to push the ends. Wow, everybody like cleared out.
Yeah, they did. And there we are.
Oh, I'm supposed to hold my pose until like you turn it off.
All right. Well, nobody's here anymore.
Yeah, but it's recorded.
Yes. And